What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Berm, and today I am hitting the VGC Series 8 ranked ladder yet again. This time with a ROSERADE team. Now listen, I know Kyogre is also on this team. I know Tornadus is also on this team. I know that people come to this channel because they like to see weird Pokemon being used. ROSERADE, okay? That good enough for you? Hopefully it is. ROSERADE might seem like a random Pokemon to throw onto a team. However, I do need to say that, you know, I try to do my best to use Pokemon that people ask me to use in the comments. If somebody really wants me to use a Pokemon, I try to use it. I did it with Emolga. Shout out Maximum Crumb. I did it with Turtonator. Shout out to... I forget who recommended that, but I did do it for somebody. I remember. And almost a full year ago, one of my most avid subscribers, Alan, asked me to make a ROSERADE team, and I said, yeah, I got you. And here we are, a year later, and he still wants it, so we're going to give it to him. And it just so happens that the best way that I've found to use ROSERADE is involving rain, and I am trying to make some better teams, easier teams to use, better teams to win with this season. And so this team ended up being what we're going with. I also like to go with, sorry if these intros are super long for you, by the way. I just think it's interesting to talk about the team a little bit, the background. I always try to see what's unique about a Pokemon and why you would use this Pokemon over another Pokemon and try and highlight whatever that thing would be on the team. ROSERADE has an issue in that it is the same typing as Venusaur, and in the sun, Venusaur is even faster than ROSERADE, which is the one stat that I think ROSERADE actually has on Venusaur. However, in the rain, ROSERADE is faster, and so that is the idea here, is that you would choose to use ROSERADE over Venusaur if you're running a rain team. You feel me? It's got Sleep Powder, it's got Energy Ball, it's got Sludge Bomb, it's got Protect, and it's got a Life Orb. So you'll see how that works out for us today, and then everything else, obviously, pretty standard Pokemon. It's also my third team in a row using Tornadus, so maybe we'll take a break from Tornadus after this. It's the same Tornadus, too. Yeah, so what else? Subscribe to the channel if you're new, comment below, help the video reach more people. This video, this rental team will be available if this video reaches 85 likes. 85 likes, and I will release the rental code for this video. You'll also notice that the channel logo has changed colors. The reason for that is that the Berm Buddy tier of members on the channel get to vote over on Discord to decide what the channel logo color is going to be every month. This month, they voted on Seafoam. That's what you're seeing there. I hope you enjoyed that. Berm Buddies also just got the rental code to the Pikachu team that I made recently. That was an exclusive team for them. I just had a recent members only stream that I put up, and that's for any member of the YouTube channel, so you don't even have to be that tier to get into that. All to say, it's a good time to be a Berm member. Lots of stuff going on, very exciting things. So if you watch the channel relatively regularly, I would invite you, just click the join button. It might be cheaper than you think. You might get more out of it than you think. Okay, without further ado, sorry for the long intro. I am as bad as any YouTuber. Let's hop into some battles, shall we? Okay. For some reason, they've opted to use a Rillaboom over ROSERADE. Not sure what that's about. But weirdly, I'm joking. Obviously, Rillaboom is better than ROSERADE, but ROSERADE has a better matchup against Rillaboom. Go figure. So that's kind of fun. I think I'm gonna rock with Torn and ROSERADE in case they lead with their Torn and Kyogre. This is a really great lead. Kyogre obviously comes, and then I think maybe Metagross is in the back isn't too bad, but Clefairy's not bad. Oh, you know what? Regieleki is really good too. Sort of just pick your poison. Do I think they're going to bring the Urshifu? Because if I think there's a chance they don't bring it, there's really no reason not to bring Metagross, in my opinion. Let's bring Metagross. Metagross is a really great Dynamax Pokemon on this team. So it's we're going to go with that. It's so weird. What is it? 4 of our team members are exactly the same. Torn, Metagross, Regieleki, and Kyogre. And then they just have Rillaboom, Urshifu, and I have Clefairy. Clefairy and Roserade. The matchup between Clefairy and Roserade versus Urshifu and Rillaboom is not a great one for me. Not particularly fun. So they're going to fake out into my... yeah, they're going to fake out into my Torn slot, which I think I can go Metagross immediately. I don't have Protect on this Tornadus, so I don't want to take any damage with it. And we will just Sleep Powder into the Regieleki. Let's get that guy sleeping. Roserade might have to take a Electro Web here, but he can. They also might set screens. There's no way you faked out Roserade there. Why would you fake out Roserade there? I could have got Tailwind up all day. That is awful turn 1. Awful turn 1. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Okay. I'm gonna protect Metagross. And I think, honestly, I might get big with Roserade. Because looking at their team, the only thing that likes going up against Roserade, well, if they brought their Metagross, it's pretty much a struggle. Because I just don't have anything to hit it with. But I like the idea of getting rid of their Rillaboom. So I think we can do that if I get big here. And with Grassy Terrain support from the Rillaboom, thank you, Rillaboom, we have a pretty good matchup against a lot of their Pokemon if I just go for Max Overgrowth. Not the plan, really, ever to Dynamax Roserade, but here we are. Here we are. Regieleki is going to protect. You be my guest, friend. You be my guest. Metagross is going to protect. I bet they attack my Metagross with their Rillaboom. I don't think they give a crap about my Roserade. And maybe they should. Maybe they should start. I'm about to be at +2 special attack. Because if you think I'm not going for another Max Ooze here, you're out your dang mind. Okay. Metagross is going to die. Right. That is for sure. The thing is, though, is that if they have a Metagross in the back, which I don't know if they'd bring a Metagross against my team, to be honest. Judging by what Pokemon we have, maybe they'd bring Metagross, but they're going to bring Kyogre, and I think they might bring Urshifu instead of Metagross. You know? So I don't want to go for a poison move into the Rillaboom if I think that the Metagross is in the back, but I don't think that it is. So we're going to Stomping Tantrum into the Regieleki, probably die here. But we might outspeed their Rillaboom if they don't attack. They're going to Volt Switch just right off of my Metagross. Totally fine. We're probably going to go back into Torn here, just to get the Tailwind up. Oh, they did bring the Metagross, but they... Huh. They brought the Metagross, but they didn't go into it with the Rillaboom. That's interesting. I wonder if they thought that maybe I'd go for Max Ooze into the Regieleki. It's definitely possible that that's what they thought. But now, more than ever, you know, even if we die to an immediate electric move here, which we won't because of Focus Sash, but I want to go and I want to get Tailwind up because I can start putting things to sleep, if not kill them, you know. And I'm not going to kill them. Yes, let's get the Tailwind up. I can just Max Ooze into the Regieleki, so I'm gonna. They could combat me here by going for Electro Web if they have it. But if they do, I still think that at -1 with Tailwind, I'll outspeed the Metagross with my Roserade. We're max speed. We're timid. We're good to go. So I'm hoping that if they Dynamax, I'll live this turn without any boosts on the Metagross. I think that's possible. And I'll be able to put that thing to sleep post-haste. And if we can do that and then get Kyogre in, I don't think the Metagross has a chance. Metagross does not like Water Spout. We get the Tailwind up. Roserade should move before Regieleki here. We'll see if they have a Sash. They do not. That's huge. That is absolutely huge. I don't think I mean, Regieleki, or sorry, please live this. Please live this, Roserade. Oh, that is heartbreaking. I mean, yeah, the defense stat's not there. Okay. Not the end of days here. They already lost their Rillaboom. They already lost their Regieleki. Those are the two things that could really threaten Kyogre. And we have these two here now. And they are also going to lead with their Kyogre. So, I will outspeed. I will go for Water Spout. And I have a +1 special attack boost on my Tornadus. I should be able to take out their Kyogre. I really, really think I can. So, let's Hurricane into their Kyogre. Let's Water Spout. I just really need to be doing enough damage here. And pray that their Metagross doesn't have a super effective move against my Kyogre. They have Protect. That's a good thing for them. Hopefully they're dumb and they attacked my my Tornadus here. That'd be ideal. That does so much damage. I'm so happy with what that did. Then went for Rock Fall. Very smart. Into Torn. Okay. Also very smart. Also very smart. But I'm still at full HP. I won't be after this, though. Huh. Very, very interesting. But neither will they. We're both... Oh, wait, no. Grassy Terrain. Is Grassy Terrain still going to be up? Yes, it is. Okay. Very interesting. How many turns of Tailwind do we have left? Is it worth protecting for one turn? Or will that just lose me health? Grassy Terrain is gone now, but it was enough to keep me at full health. So let's just see how many turns of Tailwind are left. We do have 2 turns of Tailwind left. So if I think that Origin Pulse can kill Metagross on the next turn, I think it's still worth it to go for Water Spout. It'll weaken their Kyogre's move, whatever it is. If they go for Water Spout, if they go for Water Spout, going for our Water Spout here will help me live this. And they protected their Metagross anyway. This is going to be a Kyogre versus Kyogre, which I have no idea how often that happens because I never use Kyogre. They also went for Water Spout and weren't at full health. So that's exactly what I was talking about there. And now we have one more turn of Tailwind. And we have Origin Pulse, which we have not revealed yet. So, Metagross is in trouble here. I do believe Origin Pulse is the stronger play here now. We have Mystic Water on it, so we'll get a little bit of a boost there, even if the Rain isn't there. We really just need to kill the Metagross, because the Metagross could have, like, an electric move. Oh, Kyogre avoided it. That's obnoxious, but we know who we need to hit here. Cool beans, cool beans. Now, what's going to do the most to this Kyogre right now? They're going for their own Origin Pulse. If they're going for Origin Pulse into me, I'm thinking Origin Pulse is my play, too. Ooh, we're going to die, though, now to one more. Oh, no. Wait, did missing that Origin Pulse seriously matter? If we win this speed tie here, assuming it is a speed tie, which it might not be because I am modest. Getting chip with that Origin Pulse could have been what was important. I think my best play is to protect one turn just to get a little bit of sand chip, and then I gotta win a speed tie here, and it's got a crit. I'm pretty sure. However, for a pretty abysmal turn 1, I'm decently happy with how we were able to get close enough. Had we not missed that Origin Pulse in the last turn, it's hard to say how things would be different here, but they could also miss their Origin Pulse, so let's just, you know, things can happen, things can happen. We won the speed tie, if it was a speed tie. One more will kill it. Will they miss here? They went for Ice Beam. Will that do it? No. Hey. Do we get a shot here? I think we do. I mean, we just went first once. Hopefully it wasn't a speed tie, and hopefully we just outspeed here. We outsped. I cannot believe they went for Ice Beam. Put it in the books, dude. Wow. Wow, I mean, my opponent misplayed, but also there was a miss there that could have factored in. You know, getting some more damage off on that one turn with Origin Pulse had we hit it. You know, may have put us in a position where we didn't need to have our opponent misplay, but Origin Pulse is also an 85% accurate move. You know that when you're choosing to use that move, so it's hard to say, but a win is a win, and what happened was that we won. Good game to my opponent. This is very funny. It's another Kyogre Torn team. I mean, I come up against them all the time when I'm playing with not Kyogre Torn. Ooh. I think I just tasted a piece. I had spinach for dinner. If there's spinach in my teeth, I apologize. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I think I lead this the same way that I led the last one, which is that Roserade is actually not a bad lead here. Roserade really can't do anything to Kartana, which is scary. But Torn can. So let's do Torn, Roserade, our Kyogre, and then something else just to back us up on the Kartana side of things. I mean, Regieleki can do that, or Metagross can do that. So who do I feel better about? Metagross outspeeds things, more things. Metagross resists. Grassy Glide. Real toss-up. I think if we Dynamax Metagross, it's really good. I know I said that same exact thing at the last team preview, but them's the works. That's how it goes sometimes. Maybe I just won't switch in my Metagross and take 90% of my health on turn 1. I still disagree with what my opponent did on that turn. I don't know why you wouldn't fake out Tornadus. So they're there with these two, which I don't like to see. I really don't like to see this. I think we can switch in Metagross, though. Is that crazy? Is that crazy? I think it is. I think I can protect once with Roserade, and I think I could switch in Metagross here. No, I wish I would have Sludge Bombed into Rillaboom there. Just because I think there's a chance that they fake out Tornadus, get big with Kartana, go for a Steel Spike into that same slot. Yeah, I probably should have Sludge Bombed. They could also, though, go for an Airstream into Roserade if they want to Dynamax Kartana, which, based on team preview, Kartana's a really nice choice for them to Dynamax, so I would not blame them if that's what they ended up going for here. I protected. They did not get big, so that's good. They're going to fake out the Metagross. If they faked out Roserade again, I'd quit Pokemon. Okay, cool. So they did go for a flying move into my Roserade slot. That is telling of a couple of things, but What I can do now is I can go... Can I switch into Torn here? Maybe... I'm going to try. I'm going to try to switch into Torn. I'm going to get big and go for a Steel Spike into the Rillaboom. I need to do damage to that Kartana, though, too. You know what? No, I'm going to go for... Weirdly, I'm going to go for a Max Quake into the Kartana. It does neutral damage. If they don't get big as well, then it'll do some serious damage. Even though Kartana has a better defense stat than special defense, it's still not a defensive Pokemon. And based on what my team looks like, I have a better matchup against Rillaboom than I do Kartana. The hilarious thing is that these are the two Pokemon on their team that I don't have a great matchup against in either way. So, they did not Dynamax Kartana here. Probably just going to go for an Aerial Ace into my Torn, like they tried to do last time. There's the Aerial Ace. Right into Torn. What is the Rillaboom going to do, is the question. Max Quake, unfortunately, not going to help me out defensively against this Rillaboom, but we got half damage off onto that Kartana, which is ultimately all I care about. And now we get a high horsepower that ends up missing. Although that would have honestly been a pretty nice... Honestly, I kind of wish that hit. Because it would have meant that I didn't have to Brutal Swing to power up my Metagross. I'm going to Tailwind, though. I'm going to Tailwind now. I think I can max Steel Spike the... I could make a crazy play here, max Steel Spike the Kartana slot, anticipating the Tornadus to come out. I think I'm gonna do that. Kind of a hard read. Oh, Rillaboom's coming out. Oh, Dragapult's coming in. Okay, they're gonna Dynamax that thing. So I'm glad that I'm getting this Tailwind up. I don't think that their Kartana will be able to kill my Tornadus, especially after this defense boost, unless they crit. Kartana does get a lot of critty moves. Aerial Ace. And that was a crit. Shouldn't have said anything. Should not have said anything. However... I can now go Roserade. I can put them to sleep. Or I can go Kyogre and hit them hard with a Water Spout. Choices. I'd rather, I think, take advantage of Kyogre now, knowing that the Rillaboom's in the back. If I bring out Kyogre now against these two while Tailwind is in its prime, you know, we're only on turn 2 at Tailwind, this gives me more longevity. Whereas the Rillaboom, if it's in later and Kyogre comes out later, the Rillaboom can just stop me. So let's Water Spout. That'll take out Kartana if Kartana stays in. And I can just go for a Steel Spike, I'm pretty sure, into that Dragapult. Yeah, I'm hoping a Tailwind. A Tailwind should be enough for Kyogre to outspeed Dragapult, I think. It needs to. Oh, they're going to Dynamax the Kartana. I don't think that'll do that for them. I really, really think that Water Spout will kill that Kartana. I really, really do. Dragapult ally switches. That's not going to help you. Water Spout goes first, takes out Kartana, and that was amazing. You can't... Okay. All right. Everybody's at different skill levels. To anybody watching this, who's maybe trying to figure out VGC, trying to figure out Series 8 specifically, just don't ally switch in front of a Kyogre. Kyogre has both Water Spout and Origin Pulse to double targeting moves. I was under Tailwind. I was going to move first no matter what. And also, hey, your Kartana's special defense stat is bad. Their Rillaboom comes out, and grassy terrain is going to disappear for this Rillaboom pretty quick. So I think I can just double protect right now. How many turns of grassy terrain are left? Just the one. 2 turns of Tailwind, though. So I can protect so easily. Double protect. And this allows me to hit first next turn without fear of Grassy Glide. Who else is protecting? There's the Grassy Glide. And what is that Cobalion doing? It is going to go for a Sacred Sword, but it's not going to hit anybody. Grass goes away, and now I can just Water Spout. And I'm also going to Stomping Tantrum into the Cobalion slot. Just because I know my Roserade will outspeed the... I have Roserade in the back. I know that Roserade will outspeed Rillaboom. And we can take that thing out if this Cobalion is in Sash, which it's not. It is not. So Stomping Tantrum, potentially, could take out this Rillaboom. I don't think it will. I have no boosts. Yeah. Grassy Glide, no terrain boost. Not even going to kill my Kyogre, sadly, for my opponent. Sadly enough. I mean, that game chalked up to one move, and it was just my opponent going for Ally Switch and Dynamaxing their Kartana. I guess maybe they... I don't know what they assumed was going to happen there, because Ally Switching... predicts that I was going to attack the Kartana. Well, no, because of the double targeting thing. I really think that my opponent's best move there was Dynamaxing Dragapult. Yeah. Maybe even Max Guarding if they had it, because that would have burned my Dynamax turn. And it would have put them in a position where... a better position, where they could have come in with Rillaboom then, after I'd killed their Kartana. Like, sacking your Kartana there and making your Dragapult big and you know, keeping the longevity in that way, I think was their better play. However, I am not every man. I am not every woman. I am not every Pokemon player. So who knows what was going through their mind. Go game to my opponent. Okay, this is Colossal. It's also probably Aqua Jet, Water, Urshifu. It looks like just honestly a take on Wolfie's team, but with Zacian. Right? Did that happen in Series 8? I can't remember when Wolfie won that Players' Cup. Doesn't matter. All I know is this person is ranked right around 1,000, whereas I'm hovering right around 4,000. So we have a lot on the line here, / we could lose. I kind of really still love Tornadus Roserade. I really do like it. Because even if they want to lead with their Fake Out Mon, I mean, they could lead Incineroar this time, but in my opinion, like, you don't lead Incineroar when Kyogre could be coming. You know, they're going to lead the Rillaboom, and at that point, Roserade can shock them, can surprise them. I like Kyogre, I like Clefairy. Yeah, I do. I like those two in the back. It can help me out of, like, in that last game when I was deciding between putting in Roserade or Kyogre. I ended up opting for Kyogre because I didn't want Kyogre to be part of the late game against Rillaboom. In this game, whoa, that's a cool trainer card. It's okay if Kyogre's in the back there because we have Follow Me support. Capiche? There's Rillaboom and there's Incin. They actually just led both of the Intimidators. Or, sorry, both of the Fake Out users. One of them happens to have Intimidate. I'm going to predict a Fake Out into the Torn and a Flare Blitz, maybe, into the Roserade. What it makes me do, though, is I'm going to... I think I have to read it like that. It's my instinct. I'm going to Tailwind, try to get it up. Don't think I'm going to. And I'm going to Protect with Roserade. Next turn, if Torn is still around, then we can get up a Tailwind and maybe just go for a Sleep Powder right into the instant. They faked out into Roserade. Interesting. They just double faked out. That to me, I mean, maybe to pop the Sash, sure, but it doesn't do anything. Like, to just double fake out turn 1 against both Pokemon is like fake out helps you surprise somebody and take somebody out before they get the chance to attack. To just double fake out, you're never going to kill people with fake out. You got to do something with it. I'm confused by my opponent's play there. Let's Tailwind. Let's go for the Sleep Powder. Let's try and hit it into the Instant. A Sleepy Instant could be really good for me. And I am surprised they brought the Instant at all, knowing that I'm going to bring Kyogre. I'm just going to. Zacian's coming out, and Zacian's in danger of going to sleep immediately. Because if you think I'm not putting that thing right to sleep, you're crazy. You're crazy. Oh, no. Instant had safety goggles. Trouble. Oh, boy. Yeah, not a great time for... Well, not the worst thing in the world. I can bring Kyogre out right now. We can also Dynamax Torn if we want to, and I do. I would like to Dynamax Tornadus. I am still at full health. Rain is up now. Let's do it. Let's get big. Oh, sorry, I'm not at full health. That's what I meant to say. I'm not at full health, so getting myself the ability to avoid getting KO'd by giving myself some more HP, very attractive to me at the current moment, and everybody's faster. So, as long as Tailwind's up, and I'm going for Airstreams, I think we're in a pretty good spot still. Bums me out that Roserade, I mean, you can see, though, that in that situation, Roserade, had the safety goggles not been there, I guess a lot of Insins run safety goggles these days. I've just never run one on one of my Insins, so it's kind of weird. It's also like an impossible thing to predict, right? To be like, oh, this Pokemon probably has safety goggles on it, so I'm not going to go for a Sleep Powder into it. Had that not been the case, I could have slept Incin right there. I could have switched out into Kyogre on the next turn and also put Zacian to sleep. Zacian's going to protect, but I'm still going to hit it with an Airstream, which I really, really like. And this is going to allow them to get in Rillaboom on this next turn, but it's the same thing as last game. Like, I might still be able to stall out Grassy Terrain if they do that. And I wouldn't hate that one bit. You've never seen an Incin die faster than you're about to right here. They also have to be so careful bringing out Rillaboom here, because I just Dynamax Tornadus. You know, maybe they thought I wouldn't do that. But they also don't know that what I have in the back is not Metagross, you know. It's not Regieleki, it is Clefairy. And I'm definitely not Dynamaxing Clefairy. Should I make a Dynamax Clefairy team? Probably not, but I did make a Jigglypuff team once. So there's Colossal. I am shocked to see that, actually. I'm genuinely shocked to see that. What are you going to do here? I guess they forgot that, like, Tornadus could Dynamax. This is the Rillaboom. They're going to take an Airstream right now. Are they just going to try and... I got him. There's nothing you can do here. Your Rillaboom is going to die on this turn. Bring out Zacian. I'm still under Tailwind. Even if I wasn't under Tailwind, I have Airstream boosts. And if you think your Colossal is going to live this right now, you better be max guarding. You absolutely better be max guarding. Although, I don't even know. That just, like, prolongs the inevitable. Nope. That's actually just going to... This is going to be a single target, full health, in the rain water spout. My opponent is has 1/4 of the rank points that I do in a good way. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. I honestly, like, I think that it's just that you don't see Tornadus Dynamax a lot. And that was my opponent's thing, was like, in that moment, my opponent didn't think about the fact that I could Dynamax Tornadus. I also still super disagree with my opponent double faking out in that first turn. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Airstream, just keep giving me Airstreams. I'll go for another Water Spout here. It doesn't matter what your Zacian does. You can Protect if you want to, but now my Kyogre's still at +3. +3 speed. Even if Tailwind goes away, now Tornadus can go for another Tailwind. It's a little bit broken how in the lead I am. I mean, it's making this sense to me right now why people use Tornadus and Kyogre so often, because even though I haven't, we're about to get 3 wins with it. And for a second there in my head, when the Roserade got Flare Blitzed into infinity, I did have the thought. I thought, bummer that that Roserade didn't get to do much. But we won that first game with Dynamax Roserade. So even though, like, Roserade didn't work in the way that I usually make it work, by going for, like, Sleep Powders and being, like, an offensive threat non-Dynamaxed, like, it still did something in the video, and it'll do more for you when you have this team. 85 likes is the like goal. I will put the rental code in the description, and I'll put the Pokepaste in the description. Check back. Even though it didn't do the thing it usually does for me in this video, it'll do that for you when you borrow this team, I promise. So even though I didn't showcase Roserade the same way I thought I was going to, we still got a win with it. And we got 3 wins with it, technically, even though we didn't bring it in the second game. You know what I mean. Good game to my opponent. Hey, thanks so much for checking out this video. If you want to use this Roserade Rain team on your Series 8 run, be my guest, help this video reach 85 likes, and I will put the rental code and the Pokepaste in the description below. I think I just said that at the end of the last battle. Apologies for that. And also, Alan, sorry it took so long, buddy, but thank you for your continued support. I deeply appreciate it, and I was glad I was finally able to get you a Roserade team. Okay, I hope you enjoy using it, my friend. As for everybody else, recommend Pokemon in the description below, or in the comments below. You don't have access to the description. If you want to see me use a weird Pokemon, I'm always open to suggestions. However, you know, no promises. But definitely join the Discord below, the free Discord. People are talking about rental teams all the time over there. They're sharing rental codes. Another really great resource to get free teams and learn more about battling if you are a beginner. And also bestow your wisdom on beginners if you are not a beginner. It's a great place to just talk about Pokemon and be a Pokemon fan. Got it. I think that's it for me. I stream every Thursday night at 8. And until next time, my name is Berm. See you later. On your VGC